Hi Libra, welcome to your November 2019 monthly reading. Oh, feeling like you need a breather, huh? Being forced to have a breather? Right guys, the cards already started falling out super quickly, so apparently, Tarot wants me to get on with it. Okay, you are the third sign so far that's gotten that particular major arcana card. I was gonna do like, hey, how are you? How was the previous month? How was Virgo season? Thoughts on Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? I was gonna ask like conversation points, but the cards apparently are eager to come out. So we shall see what we have. It is a very, very odd combination of cards, and to be honest, I was thinking I can't tell what they want to say together, but never mind, I do get the vibe. Right. Now that apparently we're waiting for the right cards to fall out. Don't let me jinx it. Oh, jinxed it. Ooh, fancy. Here's you. So that's nice. It's all about you guys this month. Feeling truly yourselves. Anyway, how is the new moon in Scorpio treating you? Because I have been going through a very weird thing for the past, well, definitely a week, I'd say a couple of weeks. But good news is that, well, sure. Good news is that I am finally getting a new camera stand next month, and I have exciting announcements coming up and some revamps and some changes and more videos definitely coming out of various different kinds. Well, you're not going to stay as an overall energy card. Fine. Fine, you are staying as an overall energy card. The tarot likes to be stubborn with me and teach me a lesson all the time. Right. Let's see what we have for you for the month of November. So, I think it's not going to start out as great as you'd perhaps like it to be. I think you might be stuck in a certain situation where you can't you can't do anything about what's going to happen, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to see if I can squeeze all 4 cards in. Yes, I think I can. You're not going to be able to do anything about this. We have the 4 swords, the 8 of swords, the hangman, and the tower. And the tower followed the hangman and the 4 swords as I was pulling them out. So while I was there, we're jumping out, really, because I usually read jumpers. I don't know what situation this is about. This might be a thing with your friends, a thing with your relationships, a thing at your job, a thing with the significant other. But you are forced into a situation where there's nothing you can do but just stand aside and watch. I don't know if what is making you tied down in this situation, whether your hands are tied, your mouth's shut, you can't do anything, you can't say anything. You're just left to stand there. Sorry about the noise. Super, super sorry about the noise. And it just, you're left to just stand there, and it is something is not all a disaster. Something is a very big and monumental crash. Not all crashes are disasters. I'm sorry about the noise. I'm gonna keep saying that a lot, I think, for this set of readings. Not every, monumental crash is a disaster, but this one will feel like one in scope, unfortunately. It doesn't feel bad though. It doesn't feel like it personally, well, it might personally affect you too, but it doesn't feel like you're gonna be, I don't know, stranded underneath the rubble, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like this tower is like gonna fall on top of you, is what I'm trying to say. It feels like you're kind of left there standing on safe ground and just you see it's gonna crash, you see it's gonna fall down, and you just have to watch it happen. And you kind of know it's gonna happen too. That's what I feel like, that you know it's gonna happen. That's one storyline in these cards, because that's one very prominent storyline. And then there's the other one, which is, well, I guess accurate for Mercury retrograding. There's a strong sense of you are very happy where you are right now. You're very happy with being single. If you are single, if you're with someone else, disregard the statement. But in any way, you are very happy where you are right now. However, I think this is Mercury retrograding, because I was just, also listening to some other readers talk about Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde likes to retrograde people back into our lives. If not physically, then definitely in our heads and in our hearts. So from the Nine of Pentacles, we got the Six of Cups. Well, and a certain hope for justice, a certain hope for, maybe making some things right, maybe making some things happen. I'm so sorry about the noise. You'd think they'd know better. A hope about new beginnings. But the thing is with new beginnings is that I was like drawing an overall energy card, and then the two cards that I was like, well, no, I'm not going to finish up on a court card. Give me something else. And then my tarot deck told me, F you, this is what I mean. So this is what this means. I don't know how many exes you've had, Libras. This can't also not mean just not only exes, but also just potentials and almost maybes, almost exes. The maybes I find personally are the toughest ones to let go, because you keep coming back to them and thinking, if only things were differently, we could have done so much. This would have been so amazing. But no, it's always going to stay a maybe. Or maybe not. And for this particular month of November, maybe it's not going to remain a maybe, because there is the Fool card for new beginnings, and there's a star, the amazing star card for hope. And there is your card, you being also just the one who's going to be able to judge, is this worth getting back to or not? What I'm trying to say is, if you're going to spend the month of November in Mercury retrograde thinking about all the different maybes and X's and almost and didn't happen, but maybe could have, should have, would have, and maybe just crushes from a distance that you never properly talked to, the overall energy cards are Three Kings. So I don't know if all of them are gonna show back into your DMs. I'm not sure if all of them are gonna suddenly show up, if not DMing you, suddenly show up in the place you usually go out for drinks with your friends. Suddenly show up back in, in that place where you met, and then you kind of hang out, and then they were gone, and now he's back again. So the people are coming back in your life, or the people are definitely coming back into your thoughts, and they're all kings. And I drew the overall energy card for the King of Cups, and I was like, oh no, I can't finish on a court card, and I got two more kings out of tarot deck. So And you guys, and what we have at the bottom of the deck is like, you guys have the potential and you guys have the knowledge and you have the tools. And I mean, you have the self-mastery in this too with the Justice card. You know what to do about it. You know what to take, what to leave behind. What is legitimate, what is not legitimate. What is sincere, what is not sincere. What was the right thing that happened and what wasn't the right thing that happened. If somebody wronged you in the past, you are the Justice card. You are the scales. You are the arbiter of justice in this situation. You can pass judgment too. Let's kind of find those two guys linked. So, to be honest, not a bad thing. I'm feeling for most of you guys that are watching this that you might be single, but either way, you are definitely happy and confident, and or at least you're gonna start feeling that way in November. You're gonna feel good about who you are, where you are as a person. You're gonna like yourself. You're gonna, that particular feeling where like, stuff might be going completely awry, but I like myself as a person. And it helps a lot in both horrible situations in life and just in general in existence to like yourself as a person. You like yourself as a person. And maybe that's the reason why once you start thinking about all your past potentials, maybes, exes, non-exes, crushes, suddenly they show up back at your door and you have the potential to actually build something together with them. And even if you are in a relationship with someone, just beware that if you're thinking about all your exes, in some way or the other, they might show back up at your door. Just be aware of that. Doesn't mean you have to do anything about it if you're happy with the person you're already with. Just fine, thank you very much, I don't need all these others. If not, well, you have the options. Alternatively, both. Insert Nintendo Switch joke here. Well, insert polyamory here. Totally up to you guys. Totally up to your justice, your judgment, your call on this. And whatever it is that happens with like this particular storyline, you know what to do. You'll handle it just fine. And with the Tower storyline, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, or that's the way a very large old Victorian building built very precariously on the edge of a cliff above a sea crumbles sometimes. Or the cliff crumbles and then the house just falls in the water. Either way, and this might be you observing somebody else's like relationship too, and out of that realizing, you know what, I'm good, thanks. Whatever it is that you're with, you're like, yeah, thanks, I'm good. Either being single or just being with somebody that's actually like not this. Yeah, this Tower isn't yours personally. Right. But I'm gonna actually pull a Romance Angel card for you guys because there's 3 kings on my table and they're all very feisty and they're all vying for attention and for your attention specifically too. So let's see what there's for Libra for November 2019. Okay. We gotta keep an open mind. So some of these that come back, they might be legit. You know, you don't have to be a harsh judge of the situation, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to always go for this. It doesn't have to be instant karma. It doesn't have to be instant no. What I've found with returning relationships, personally and not, well, personally and more, is that sometimes it is just not the right time. not the right place, not the right time. There are people who are like, oh, that's complete nonsense, you know, it's always going to be the right time, the right place. If it's not the right place, not the right time, they're just not right for you. Sure, at that point in time, that person is not right for you. The fact is that people change, people grow, people evolve, and, you know, either for better or for worse, or in a straight line, just in a different way. But people do change, and circumstances change, and you change as a person, and circumstances affect everything. So just saying, somebody who comes back who you previously knew as one of the kings might come back, and you know, you go out maybe for a coffee with them and they turn out to be a completely different king at this point. They might have been, I don't know, the King of Swords before, and now they've become the King of Cups. It might be the same person, you know, in this reading. So that's my particular advice for you. Well, that's my reading for you. Take it as advice or leave it. If this vibe with you, do all the YouTube things. If it didn't, Moon, Rising, Venus, or find another reader that actually vibes with you. I don't mind. I completely understand. Thank you so much for watching, Libras. I wish you the best of luck in the month of November. This is gonna be... it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. If it's not gonna be anything else, it might just be fun, because there's not a lot of things saying that it couldn't be just a little bit of fun for you as well. So yes, a bunch of announcements coming up. New videos are going to start coming out in the month of November. More videos and different types of videos, and not just readings, hopefully. At least planning to. And yes, and different setup for the next monthly readings if you only tune in for the monthly readings. And either way, thank you so much for watching. Good luck. I will see you in the next video. Bye.